Welcome to my second stream of The Outer Worlds and second stream overall. I hope you enjoy, and feel free to talk and chat while I play, and I'll glance over once in a while. Thanks. Alright, so this is where I left off. I just finished the side quest for Silas on grabbing all the graveside fees. Picked up my first companion, Parvati. Hello. Hello. And now I'm doing the rest of the side quests before I move on to the main one.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Okay.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati, why did you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is that an Aetherwave serial or something?
Hebs to Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Okay. Combat drone. Can I have that? Oh no, wrong way.
Okay, gone quiet.
Assault rifle. Yeah, let's try that. Nice. Anything else? Okay. Where to next? Abernathy. He is all the way down here in the south. Can I go there? Is there something in here? Oh, okay. Wait, I was already here. Ooh, it's in there. Or do I have to talk to them?
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case?
Yes.
Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
You got a point. I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Goodbye. Let's break down. I don't need this one. I don't need. Okay. Going to the lavatory. General store. I don't think I've been here yet.
I'm not
Oh, no, I
allowed
have.
in here.
Never mind.
Not since the vending machine incident.
Welcome.
Something you need?
What happened?
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm going to guess you're not a drinker yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Why aren't you allowed in Moro's store anymore?
There was a kind of a thing, the vending machine, when I was 12.
You were a kid. That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road.
You picked the lock on a vending machine?
Well, sure. They're not tough. Even back then, before I got real good at that sort of thing. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of Zero G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Let's get back to it. That's it. The basement. Winslow.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again?
Edgewater.
Edgewater, Jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
Shouldn't you be working?
I am in no condition to do any work. Not so long as my injuries trouble me.
Right. You were injured.
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on Zero G Brew. After the second bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Nice. You sound like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Close enough. I'm going back up, guy. I guess so. Ooh, plants. Cool. Hello.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found the package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Can I have it?
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
To go back to. Oh, don't worry about that. I've already got a password from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one of these?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Parvati, is the logic module something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Seems simple
If
enough.
you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to
Oh,
your
thanks.
memory.
Alright, before we go on to that one, let's grab Anthrocillin. Right? Because this is over here. Oh. Ah, no, let's do this one first. Illustrated manual.
Sorry, won't work.
Look in these boxes. Ooh. Okay.
Sure. Here we go! Down they go!
Stay away!
Oh yeah.
That's the last of them!
Oh, that hurt. It's Trip Blade. I like machine gun. Ooh. Where is... There it is. Anything else in here? Okay. Ooh. Sawed off. I'm guessing I need a workbench to put that stuff on. Yeah. Is this little? Yep. Same. Two-handed. Abandoned outpost, you say? Sounds like loot warehouse to me. No. Ooh. What's got there? Let's go. Clement, I find I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Dictator's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Jefferson, of course I'd never dispute the Earth as the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is to be found here among the furthest colonies. I think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the Skip Drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high cost of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the Skip Drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. Clement. Yep. Turkish delight. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want these books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in the cave over by the river. Really?
Everyone all right?
Wait. Okay. Okay. Ooh, it's glowy. Oh. Probably not something I want to attack. Oh. Not there. Oh, okay.
That's the last of them.
Okay. Is there any loot here? Guess not.
Here we go. Down they go. That is a trip. Ooh, I guess not. Also guess there's no one here. Okay. Can I send Parvati to I'm going.
deactivate? Oh no. Okay, that's gonna hurt.
Heading out. Yep, be right over. Wow.
Can I read the journal? Uh-huh. Oh. I cannot. Okay. Armor 4, stealth +5. Sure. Whoa. Yeah, that looks not great. Oh, I see. It's a helmet. Cool. a little bit less like a marauder. Wow. Oh. Never mind. So, it's not the same. He did. Ooh, what's that? I think it's flying. It's flying. Ah. That hurt.
That was quick.
Okay. Cool. Tossball card Aldo. Collectible tossball card. Neat. Hello, Baker Max.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Yes. I've got that
Wonderful.
already.
This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need to ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back.
No thanks.
I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
All part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
Are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale. I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale, Captain.
Okay. Let's see what else there is. Let's grab the medicine. Uh-huh. And there. Ooh, a second perk. That seems pretty useful. Let's focus on experience points for now. Let's go break down some of the weapons I got.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
install your mods. First, select the item you wish to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install, scope, armor plating, etc. Finally, pick the mod to install, and boom, you upgraded your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Cannot be removed once they're used, so put them into your favorite gear. Okay. Let's break down. Really don't need a rig. Don't need these. What do I get? Oh, weapon parts. Revolver it is. I don't need these, and don't need these. Don't need to repair them right now. What can I put on this? Nothing. Ooh, I can. Oh, I see. Probably not gonna wear this very long. Ooh, let's put that on the hull. Sure. Same stuff. Guess so. Okay. Compare this to this one. No, not this one. This one. Oh, this is way better. Oops. Unequip. Really? Oops. Take that one down. To that one for now. Okay, and let's go. Been here? Yes, I have. Should have sold my junk. Oh well.
Incoming!
Clampy.
We did it!
It glows. Cool. Okay, I guess not. Sounds like the baby is weak. So that ends my stream for today. I hope you enjoyed. Hit me up with a follow if you like what you see, so you know when I'm going on next. Yeah, it's probably sometime on the weekend. I usually like to go on around 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I go on about a couple hours when I do go on. So yeah, follow me and you'll know when I go live. Alright, thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed. Bye now.